Good morning. Today's a big day for me, I guess you could say. For most of you, you know that I have, forgive me, I look a mess. It's been one of those mornings. Anyhow, for many of you, you know that I have struggled with hyperhydrosis. So I've dealt with this, I would say, at least since I was in middle school. It's where you sweat. I sweat a lot in places that I really don't feel comfortable sweating, right? And I sweat girl parts, boobs, armpits. And I have limited myself to wearing black only. See? Wearing only black or white clothes for several years because of my self-consciousness of wearing color. It's been a struggle for me. And I know a lot of people might look at it from the outside like, oh, what's the big deal, you sweat? And that's the reaction that I've gotten from a lot of people when I share with them, you know, what's going on. But the reality of it is I don't always feel comfortable. I can't wear colors, yellow and pink and red and orange, you know what I'm saying, and feel comfortable walking around without having pit stains. And it's much worse when I'm nervous or I'm anxious when I'm working. I sweat even more. And it's a big problem. It's quite embarrassing. And for me, I don't struggle with having the odor that follows the sweating, but it's more of a, I guess you could say, a vanity thing, if that's what you choose to call it. But anyhow, last year sometime, I tried to get Botox. I heard that Botox was an option. So I thought maybe let me try it out. So I went and I got Botox. The first time after about 2 weeks, it didn't take. I was still sweating. So the doctor advised me, let's do it again. So I went back a second time, did it again, and it still didn't work. So I felt like I had totally wasted my time and money because those injections were $1,000 each, and I got them twice. I felt like with the amount of money that I used to get the Botox, I could have already just gotten this permanent procedure. So now here we are. It is July, what's today's date? The 15th, I believe. July 15th, 2020. My appointment is now to go in and get Mira-Dry. Mira-Dry is supposed to be a permanent solution for sweating. So we'll see how it goes. Y'all wish me luck. I'll keep you updated. So I'm back in my car. My hair is a mess. At this point, it doesn't matter. What is that? Okay, glitter. I'm back in my car. I'm finished. This is the after. I guess I'll describe it a little bit more once I get home. But to say that I'm able to drive. I drove myself here. I'm going to be able to drive myself home. I'll go into more detail about the overall procedure later. Talk to you later. I'm taped up like this here, and those are frozen water bottles. Because my other ice packs are in the freezer, but it's taped up. Say hey. She just woke up. But that's how I'm getting comfort right now. I didn't comb my hair today. Isn't it obvious? Right. Okay, don't judge me. Basically, it's like a machine that sucks your skin up in it, and then it's like a burst of heat, and then it releases your skin and it cools down. But they had to do that about, would you say like 40 times? It was like 40 times in one armpit. So this is what I look like now. I'm sitting here chilling, but that's like an ice pack underneath my arms to get the swelling down. yeah, forgive all of this. I'm at home. I ain't comb my hair. And I look a mess. Sorry. Okay, so what's up, guys? It's been a month or two since I had the Mira-Dry procedure. So I just wanted to come and talk to you and give you an update as to where I am today with it, what has taken place, and all of the videos that you're going to see before this one. As I stated in my initial video, I have been struggling and dealing with confidence issues. I guess that's the word, being very self-conscious of, look at my kid. Being very self-conscious of the fact that I suffer from hyperhydrosis. I didn't know what it was at the time that I was like a teenager and coming into this. So it started, I think, I want to say like around middle school, honestly. That's when I noticed it, and I think that was like one of the first times I ever mentioned it to my mom. Her and my stepdad were telling me how it's okay, trying to build my confidence, let me know that it's okay to sweat. It's alright, people still love me the same, all of that, which is the truth. Ultimately, the people who love me don't love me any different because I sweat under my armpits, right? But it was very self-conscious for me, because I was very self-conscious about it, because no matter what I wore, I always sweat. And at times, I wouldn't say I was musty, but it would come with an odor because the sweat would have caused my deodorant to kind of like slide off, and then that's where the smell would come. So moving forward, high school, it was about the same. I couldn't wear colors, like I couldn't wear red, purples, yellows, all the vibrant colors. So as I've gotten older, I've learned that wearing black and white kind of helps shield the colors where you can't see it as much, especially black. So I grew to wear a lot of black colors a lot, right? So I would say maybe like 3 years ago, I looked into permanent solutions for hyperhidrosis, and I learned that you could do Botox. So Botox is not a permanent solution. Let me just be very clear. It is a temporary solution that can be very expensive because it only lasts about 6 months, and it's $1,000. Here, the place that I went to, I was charged $1,000 for the Botox, and it was a temporary solution. It was supposed to last 6 months, and you would have to keep getting it done over and over and over again. So as you can imagine, it would become very expensive. But the first time that I got Botox, it did not work. I'm just be real honest, it didn't work. So I went back about 2 weeks later per the doctor's conversation, follow up. She wanted to follow up with me. Went back 2 weeks. They gave me Botox again, and I was really pissed about that. Excuse me, I was pissed, but I didn't know that I was gonna have to pay an additional $1,000 to get that done. I thought it was just a follow up, and that came with like, the process of getting it done. Okay, so it doesn't work, we're gonna give it to her again and just see how that goes. I didn't think that I was gonna be charged, or if I were gonna be charged, I didn't think that it was gonna have to be like a full $1,000 again. Because let me be clear, I am not rich, okay? So I work very hard for my coins, but that's a whole nother story. Anyhow, it didn't work. The Botox didn't work. So I was a little frustrated, having spent about $2,000, and I wish that I had put that money towards the permanent solution, which was Mira-Dry. Mira-Dry is what I recently got. It was about $1,700. And let me just be honest, the whole process was not easy. It wasn't simple, and I know on the video, if you look into it, or the instructions, they tell you, oh, it's a painless procedure, or it doesn't hurt, they just numb you. That's a lie. And I am one who has high tolerance for pain, but it hurt. They use a thing that's like a circle, and like this big, and it has needles all around it, and they poke it in different areas of your arm, and there's like a solution they put in. The solution is to numb it. So they numb it, they stick you with that thing about 20 times all the way around. As you can see, look, I still have some bruising. It numbs you all the way around your armpit, right? Do both armpits. And then there's the machine. The machine kind of looks like a gun. And what it is, it's heat on the other side. So, and you'll see in my pictures that I've loaded on here, that they use the map to show lines under your armpits. And they use that gun to go in a line. And what it did was the skin would suck up into the machine. It would be like this burst of heat, and then it releases and it cools off. And that happened all the way from up here all the way down to the bottom of my pit, right? So it was about 30 minutes per armpit. That experience wasn't easy, but because I've been so self-conscious about this for years, it was something I desperately wanted to do, right? Haven't done it. Today, I have no regrets. The percentage rate that it's supposed to work is about 82%. I will say that my sweating has ceased tremendously. I would sweat normally like, you know, regular people when you're hot, when you're working out. And I would sweat when I'm very nervous or anxious, which isn't good, or it can be embarrassing when you're out in public or when I'm working, to just have pit stains. It's just not attractive. So I will say the procedure has worked about 82%. I was swollen at first. I had to use ice packs, which I have a video of that as well, where I had to put under my arms and walk around with ice packs under my arms to control the swelling. I will say that it wasn't that simple. Like, I had to get help showering like the same day or the next day. My husband had to help me with that. I had to have some assistance, like moving things around. I was able to work okay, but there was a lot of discomfort and pain. And even as time has gone on, it's been uncomfortable to even wear shirts with sleeves. So as long as I'm wearing something that's sleeveless, my arms are very, very comfortable. Today, it's still a little discomfort and tight. Like, if I raise my arm too high, it hurts a little bit. And as you can see on both arms, there's still all of this is bruising still. It's still bruising. I'm hoping that it'll go away, you know. But I will say overall, I would rate this experience, we're going to say a B+. I wouldn't say an A because it didn't totally get rid of the sweating as I anticipated that it would. So with that, I'm debating if I should go back again. They said that their percentage as far as people coming back for a second time isn't high because it kind of works the first time. So I don't know if my case is just that bad or what, but that's something that I'm thinking about doing. But if I decide to go back and do it again, it won't be the full $1,700. The price will be reduced. I think the place that I went to, she said it would be about $1,200. But I know, please don't judge me. People look at me like I'm crazy when I say, you know, I don't mind doing that. But when it comes to you being confident and being comfortable, like, I'm all about doing what you have to do in order to feel better about yourself. And that's one of those things for me. I'm just very self-conscious about me sweating under my arms. So I'm gonna do what it takes for it to, at least if not stop altogether, like get close enough, you know what I'm saying, where I'm comfortable. Because right now I'm not 100% comfortable. I can say there are instances where I have worn clothes and I'm just like, I feel so free and haven't not sweated, and it feels good to be that way. So just wanted to give you guys an update where I am today, because you're going to see the videos, you're going to see the pictures the day of. I got the procedure done, and hopefully you follow my journey. And if you have any other questions about it, trust me, I'm an open book. Okay?
I do.
Probably way too open. But I'm an open book. I don't mind answering questions. I can give you my doctor's information that I went to. But that's it. And I hope you guys have a great day. talk later.